Hello everybody, this is Delta Zero of Living Vicariously here on YouTube, and this is the inaugural edition of the World of Nintendo Monthly Mystery Box. Now, what's a monthly mystery box? That's a great question. Give me a second. This crafty concoction was created by yours truly. It is a large cardboard box wrapped in felt that I got at Walmart at 2:30 in the morning. And by 4 o'clock, when someone got to that department, I was good to go and I made this box. Pretty proud of it. It's decently made. It's got a slit on top because it's what's on the inside that counts, everybody. And on the inside of this is basically my entire World of Nintendo collection. World of Nintendo, if you're not aware, is a line by Jakks Pacific, who used to make the wrestling figures I collected as a kid. And now they're making Nintendo stuff. So it's like, what are you getting in my childhood head for, Jakks? Back off. I got everything in here. I've got plushes, I got the 2.5-inch line, I've got the 4-inch line of all different Nintendo franchises. I believe I have at least one figure of every franchise that they've released thus far. So we're talking Mario, Metroid, Starfox, Splatoon, Animal Crossing, more that I can't remember. And, well, today is the first time I'm going to be able to unbox these. I don't have a lot of room to collect on cards, so that's why I decided this would be a fun way to do it. So here's the plan. Every month, I will draw out 3 random figures, and I won't be deliberate. I won't, like, peek and make sure I get the right one I want. I'll face towards the camera, and I will get 3 random figures. It could be the smaller ones or the larger ones. Additionally, a plushie. So that should be fun. 3 figures and a plush every month. I need to get through this box fairly quickly, so hopefully that'll be enough to satiate you guys once a month. Should be a fun little thing to do. And additionally, because this is the first edition, I have a bonus item that could not fit in this box that I'm going to unbox today. And you know what? I'm just going to show you that right now to get it out of the way. This is the World of Nintendo 6-inch Metroid. This was from their old 6-inch line, Series 1, 2. This is an incredibly cool looking figure. I will do a very detailed look at this, but this is the first one we got to do because I could not fit that in the box. I literally, if I shoved it in there, I would break the seam. It would be a disaster. So, looking very much so forward to opening this baby right here. I love Metroid, and this is probably one of the coolest things they have in the line. So, we'll do that. We'll get to that in a second. But first, let's get the first figures from the mystery box. Alright, here we go. Who's it going to be? Who's the first of the draw? I'm going to dig very deep in here. I don't have any idea what I'm grabbing. Let's see what we got. Who's number 1? Who's the first? Okay. 2 birds, 1 stone. We got the little baby Metroid. That's kind of funny. So there's your Metroid fix for the month, hopefully. It's the little Metroid. This is the edition that has the softer curvature to it because they released another one of this that had a hard plastic and had some ugly seams on it. But this one is the better one of the 2. And I will unbox this with its mother. So there you go. Alright, got that down there. Let's dig in further. I definitely don't want to get another Metroid item. This is not meant to be a Metroid video. But okay, let's see here. I'm gonna go small again, and then maybe I'll do a large one after this. What do we have here? Oh my god, we got Cranky Kong. Alright. This is Cranky Kong from the Donkey Kong series, one of the earlier figures. This one's kind of tricky to find. Let me get a close look for everybody so they can see it before we unbox this legendary figure in video game history. If you're not familiar with Cranky Kong, I think you actually know who he is once I tell you. Spoilers, it's the original Donkey Kong. One more figure today. What do we got here? We got Cranky Kong, we got the original Metroid, and we got the large Metroid. I'm gonna pull out a larger figure this time. I don't have too many of the large ones for the record. I remember I definitely have more smaller ones, but I definitely want to clear this box out a little quicker and get some of these figures out of here. I think this is a larger one. Alright, here we go. What do we got? We got Prototype. Wow, okay. We have the Prototype Fox Mccloud from the Starfox series. This is a tricky one to find. I believe they pack them like 1 per case. I remember I found this at Target by happenstance. I was very happy to find it. Totally did not expect it. I forgot they even made the Prototype figures. These are exclusive at Target stores. You can see, obviously, what makes it a Prototype figure is that it's casted entirely in black and white, including his accessory. So that's pretty cool. It comes with the R-Wing, a miniature R-Wing, nevertheless. I wish he would have had his little blaster from Smash, but that's okay. That is a pretty eventful start, I would say, for the World of Nintendo. Not a single Mario item, which is shocking because that's a lot of what I have in here is Mario. That's kind of the main franchise they have, so probably next time. So, all right, actually, you know what? We got one more thing to pull out here. We got a plush. Let's see here. Plush, I can kind of tell where they are, so I'm gonna try to like grab one really quick. Okay, we got Diddy Kong. It's got kind of a Donkey Kong Metroid vibe today. Diddy Kong right here. Because you saw Diddy Kong, almost called him Dinky Kong, in the opening intro, riding my cat as if he was a ride-on buddy in the old Donkey Kong Country games I'm a huge fan of. Diddy Kong will join Baby Metroid, Mother Metroid, Cranky Kong, and prototype Fox Mccloud. So let's unbox these things here in this inaugural edition of the World Nintendo Monthly Mystery Box. The time has come to free the World of Nintendo from their respective prisons, but first, let's do the plush because it's in hand right here and already ready to go. It's Diddy Kong from the Donkey Kong Country series. And speaking of series, it's from series 1-7. It's a bit of a convoluted way to name off a series, but that's what they've been doing. 1-7. It's one of the later plushes as well. They've been doing plushes since pretty much the get-go, and I believe this came out last year, 2016. So yeah, Diddy Kong. He's got a nice long tail. He's got the stars on his shirt, which I didn't know were on the back, actually. That's cool. Stars in the front. And the classic Nintendo hat right there. Pretty cool. And you can flap it up like this if you want to invent a new... Oh my god! His ears look like fortune cookies or something. That's weird. Alright, there's Diddy Kong plushie. Very cool. I would love if they did Dixie Kong as well. They can get Diddy, Dixie. There's already a Donkey Kong. There's a baby Donkey Kong, actually. I don't have that one. So, nevertheless, that's Diddy Kong. We'll look at him a bit later again. Okay, who is up next? I think we'll alternate it, and we'll do Baby Metroid. This is the little Metroid that came in series, what does that say? 1 or 2-3. 2-3 is what this was from. And like I said in the video, they have reissued this in the form of a plastic version of the Metroid. And it has a very visible seam, and it doesn't look quite as good, although it does have its own uniqueness to it because it's plastic. I'm not sure what material this is, but I hear it's kind of soft and squishy, which I'm excited about because I haven't opened any of these yet. This is the 2.5-inch figures, by the way, so that's the scale we're looking at here. And the back. Metroid. First discovered on the planet SR388, this floating life form grows by absorbing the energy around it. It is incredibly durable, but extremely weak to cold. A Metroid will grab a rival by the head and drain energy. That it would. And that it often did in the original Metroid game. So here's the series this is from. It has Metroid. We got the orange squid from Splatoon, or Calamar Orange. I suspect that's from the word calamari. White Tanuki Mario, or Mario Tanuki Blanc. Okay. Tom Nook, nothing to translate there. We've got Babam, Fire Luigi, or Luigi Deathue, Red Yoshi, Yoshi Rouge, interesting, and then Ice Mario, Mario de Glace, like Glacier, right? I'm really looking forward to this one. I found it in the wild, actually, about 3 times, and it's pretty hard to find. At least it was when I was looking for it, so hopefully these do well enough, and we can see more Metroid-related items. 6-inch Ridley. But yeah, let's unbox him, finally. I'm doing the world an incredible disservice by freeing this Metroid, but you gotta do what you gotta do. No turning back now. Oh, wow, it comes with a stand. I didn't actually know that. Look at this. It comes with a stand. That is very cool. There we go. Look at that. That is a sharp stand. And now... Oh, wow, this is squishy. That's cool. Okay, here we have it. Finally, Baby Metroid is free from captivity. Very squishy. The hard plastic one obviously is not, but that was mainly meant to be sold in the Freeform 2.5 checkout lane series, so you can actually feel the plastic on the box. This one, though, they put a little more budget into it, I think. What's it say here? There's the number. Made in China, Jax. Pretty gross looking. I like it. Oh, even the sharp appendages, or whatever you would call these. Teeth? Talons? I don't know. Mastodon tusks. They're kind of pliable. That's cool. Probably, if you really wanted to, you could probably rip this thing off, but why would you do such a horrible thing? Metroid. That is awesome. I love it. And again, these figures are actually fairly affordable if you find them in the wild like this. I mean, like $3.60 or something like that. Easily worth it for something this cool. I love this little thing. I can think of a million things I can display this with. So, and here's the little guy on his stand.
Very nice. Look very nice on a shelf. Alright, cool. Let's move on to the 4-inch Starfox figure. Okay, here is the prototype Starfox. This thing I got by complete chance. I wasn't even looking for it, by the way. I know I said that in the video. But Target has this prototype series where they're all in grayscale. There's an Olimar that I would really like to get just because I love Pikmin. And I think there's a couple others that they're making, but this is the first one I ever found, the first and only thus far, of the prototypes. It's Starfox. Pretty cool. Fox Mccloud to be specific. And there's a little R-Wing accessory. It even has the design on the back to show you that this is indeed the prototype. Although I don't think it actually says it on the box, although it does say it right here. Special Edition Prototype Series. So let's destroy the value of this very rare figure and open it up. First off, let's see what else is in the series before I do that. We got Cat Mario with the bell, Slippy Toad and their Starfox brethren, Red Toad, Toad Rouge, Princess Zelda, Princessy Zelda, okay, and then Skull Kid. Interesting. I may have a few of those in the mystery box. You'll have to wait and see. Alright. I was not actually planning to get to this one already. This is a relatively new one I added to the box. But here we are. But there's a little R-Wing accessory. I mean, cool, I guess. It does look decent in black and white since it is a spaceship, but I don't know. And here is Fox Mccloud Prototype Edition in the flesh, sort of. Oh my god, he even has articulation on the tail. That is cool. I've never opened any of these larger figures, so it's nice to see all the articulation in this is pretty cool. He can move his arms, he's got a ball joint on the shoulder, so he can go back and forth like this. His head moves around. Like I said, the tail, the legs can bend like so. Very poseable. I don't want to bend it too far. I think they can spread apart a little bit. And look at it, there's even detail in the shoe. How neat. So as much as I hate to open these rare figures, these prototypes, it's part of the nature of the show. We're going to look at everything out of the box, take some cool photos, and have a lot of fun doing this, celebrating the world of Nintendo. I'm very impressed with the articulation. This is awesome. Very cool little figure. So, he'll go down here. You can pose like Chris Jericho if that's what makes you feel good. The legs do actually bend a little bit right here. I don't know how much they're supposed to go. It doesn't seem like a whole lot, but getting him to stand is a little difficult. There we go. And then you can hold the spaceship for reasons I'll never understand. Cranky Kong. One of my favorite World Nintendo figures. I've been wanting this for quite a while, but I didn't get into World Nintendo until these were long gone at retail. You can always tell when it's an older World Nintendo because there's that old Jack Specific logo right there. So this is a little bit of an older one, but I'm glad I got my hands on it. Alright, Cranky Kong. Let's see what it says in the back. A village chief and bitter old codger, Cranky uses his extensive knowledge and wisdom to provide helpful hints. Yeah, real helpful hints. Just insulting you left and right. He has also made appearances in a white lab coat as a potion-dealing chemist. What? Granting the Kong's special abilities. I must have missed that one. Donkey Kong Barrel Blast features Cranky as a playable character for the first time. That's interesting because I always thought Tropical Freeze was the first time he was playable. But I guess he came out before that. Interesting. Let's see who else is in this series. We got Mario. We got Link. There's Cranky. Olimar. Luigi. Red Pikmin. Pikmin Rouge. Ganondorf. And Tetra. 2015. This is one of the earlier versions. I believe World Nintendo started in late 2014 or early 2015, one of the two. Relatively new figure line, but they seem to be doing fairly well as of late, so that's good. It's from Series 1-3, World Nintendo Cranky Kong. Let's free this ape, or monkey, or chimpanzee, or whatever he is. Very glad they actually got a Cranky Kong out. There's not exactly a plethora of Donkey Kong Country merchandise. And getting a little Cranky is awesome. I would love to get the rest of the Donkey Kong Country people. I would even buy those stupid bears from the third game. I don't know, I just love the Donkey Kong Country games. Okay, he's got this fist behind his back. His rotation kind of ends right there. So you can't just pose him like he's running. Maybe if you... you know what? I can force it. There you go. So you can do that and have him like put his hands on his hips and be all sassy. There you go. that's your Cranky Kong you're wanting. The staff is actually molded into the hands. There's no way you're removing that to my knowledge unless I'm missing something. I think that's just a part of the hand mold. And I know he used that staff in Tropical Freeze. Let's get on to the big star of this edition, this inaugural edition of the World of Nintendo Monthly Mystery Box. It's time to get Big Mama Metroid. Wow, look at this thing. It's so large. Let's get some scale in here. We'll look at this again really quick, but there's the little one. There's the big one. There's no medium one yet. They still can produce a 4-inch one. I wouldn't be surprised if they did because the Metroid series has been extremely popular for the World Nintendo line, so hopefully we'll see a 4-inch Metroid so we can have a whole family. Alright, let's take a look at this. Metroid. That is so cool looking. A nice big open box, which I like. On the back you have Metroid, energy draining life form. That is indeed what it is. Twisting talons. Okay. Realistic clear dome. And I know there are 2 editions of this. This must be the later one because the first one they issued was kind of foggy, and this one is way more translucent. And I kind of like this one better from what I've seen, but I guess they both have their perks, right? 6-inch figure with 8 points of articulation. So the other one doesn't have articulated talons. That's interesting. This one is more movable. Okay, there's that. And let's see who else is in here. Luigi, Blue Toad. We have Samus, which is interesting. Looking at the Samus, they have never released that figure. Like, that is a different mold than the one they put out. So that's pretty cool to see. More on that if we wind up getting another Metroid item later on in this series. There's a larger Diddy Kong, 4-inch. And then there's Ganondorf. And Ganondorf is the 6-inch one. And unfortunately, these figures shelf warm so hard that I think it might have killed the 6-inch line. So, I know these have been very popular, but I think that Ganon kind of made them stop releasing these figures. Hopefully they'll get back on it again. We can get our Ridley. We can be happy. We can get our Bulborb from Pikmin. Dry Bones Bowser would be sweet. There's a lot they can do with these 6-inch figures. I'd hate to see them go, so let's take a look at this one. Oh my god, that is so squishy. I love this already. Here it is. Here is the 6-inch Metroid. And remember, I will not be doing these regularly, these 6-inch figures. For one, there's only 4 of them as of this video. And it's the only one I have, and I just had to get it out of the way first and foremost. I really wanted to get this open. And his talons, or her talons, rather, do actually move very well. They just go up and down one movement. So I guess it's not really technically... Oh, you know what? This one moves around. This one spins. Neat. I didn't know this was articulated at all. I thought it was pretty much just a kind of a statue. That is awesome. Very impressive. And this thing isn't that expensive either. You would expect this to be probably like, you know, $25-30. It's only like $14 or $15 usually. Maybe like $16 now. I know there's a bit of inflation. So yeah, there is the Metroid. It's very cool. The inside is hard plastic. The outside obviously is a very soft, like PVC material or something. I'm not exactly sure what it is. That is a scale comparison if I've ever seen one. Look how small this is. They feel relatively the same. It's the same style material. This one's probably a little more squishy because there's more actual surface area. But very neat. Let me balance this little guy. There we go. Well, that was cool. I'm glad I got both of those. And yeah, I think a very successful first edition of the World Nintendo Monthly Mystery Box. I got some really good stuff. We have the Metroids, we have Fox, we have Cranky Kong, and let's not forget Plushie Diddy Kong right here. Thank you for watching, everybody. This has been the World Nintendo Monthly Mystery Box here on Living Vicariously HD. Expect much more of these and subscribe to see them all.